Hello, 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 and welcome to United Weekly, a podcast brought to you by DC United Latest. I'm your host, Santiago, with the other host, Olson, and we're excited that you're here for episode 6 of United Weekly. 6 weeks of United Weekly. Last week, go ahead check out that video. We had ex DC United defender Tony Alfaro join us for the second half of the episode where we asked him some questions that, I don't know about you, Olson, but I learned a lot from I got a different perspective from a player's side. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Me too. We'll definitely be looking to get some more players and former DC United players in the future. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you guys have any like player from DC United, ex player or current player that you want us to try and get on the podcast, please comment down below on YouTube, Spotify, or send us a DM, whichever one works. But let's get into the match breakdown where DC United played against Montreal. Olsen, why don't you get us started with that?
All right. So DC United went to Montreal, tied 1-1. Goals from Hopkins and Petrasso, I believe. Hopkins' first MLS goal for youngster kid. He got that Open Cup goal earlier in the season, but this is his first goal in MLS. So there's a banger, top of the box, bottom corner, perfect. And then Montreal goal. It was a bad giveaway by Herrera. Mistakes happen. It's unfortunate, but any thoughts, Santi?
So, first off, I want to talk, I want to congratulate Jackson Hopkins on getting his first goal. That's first goal
Big
in
accomplishment, yeah.
Big accomplishment, first goal in the MLS. Obviously, he had that Open Cup goal, but MLS is different, right? Hopefully, more to come from him. Hopefully, this puts, a little chip on his shoulder and he puts his head down and starts, working a lot harder to becoming a regular starter, which is, he could be.
Yeah, I want to see that, kind of work rate and effort out of him. I think he's been one of our better players on the season. I will say we've seen, we use this word a lot, but even if he hasn't gotten anything, we've seen little glimpses of what he can do.
Yeah.
And now he's just finally, proving that he can do it. And I do want to see what he plays like under René Weiler's system, because this was his first game in charge and he instantly scored. So it was wasn't like a crazy sequence. It's a good huge banger from top of the box, but I do want to see how he plays through the system. First game, first goal. I mean, that's good to see. We'll see if this can create something for the future. Maybe maybe a breakthrough for the kid.
Definitely the best thing that could have happened for him with the first game of René Weiler. He scores the goal, the only goal that we scored in that game. Like you said, I'm excited to see what he does under René Weiler's coaching. Who knows? Like you said, hopefully we see a breakthrough player, and then hopefully DC United doesn't end up selling him. But
so he's gonna score like 10 goals and then they'll ship him off for like $2 million.
Yeah, which is everybody, if you've watched past episodes, we've talked about this and how we feel about the ownership and how they're doing right now. But yeah, honestly, let me, talking about looking past the Jack Hopkins goal, the mistake that caused the goal against us from Aaron Herrera. It's just something that you can't do. A player of his caliber, a player of his, he's a veteran. He's considered one of the best on DC United. And I get it. Everyone makes mistakes, but you can't make those mistakes. Especially we got scored on, I get it. Everyone makes mistakes, but
this one mistakes happen, but this one is inexcusable because when you watch what happened, you'll see that there was a player wide that Herrera had open. I don't remember who it was, but he had somebody right there, and he went for the back pass instead. It's just straight into the Montreal player. I mean, I don't remember who it was wide, but they were completely open, right? Perfect, good pass. It might not have started anything, but it could have prevented that giveaway, right? It's just a lazy like toe poke, middle with pressure. It's just not good. You gotta stay focused in that situation, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I guess you could have like a lazy pass, but you have to make sure it's calculated, right? You can't just poke it, with the Montreal player right there. You just got to be intentional with what you're doing.
Yeah, and who knows? I mean, I'm trying to remember who was open, but I remember that there was the open player there. And sometimes going back from playing soccer myself, sometimes you see some players not make those passes because they don't fully trust the other player who's receiving the ball. And if that's the case, then we have a bigger issue at hand, because that means that Herrera isn't trusting one of his teammates fully with holding the ball and not losing it, even though he ended up losing it. But at that point, you got to make that pass. You got to trust your teammate that he's not gonna lose the ball, because at the end of the day, Aaron Herrera lost the ball and we ended up getting scored on. And honestly, we could have maybe come out with a win with a 1-0.
Yeah, I
1-0.
mean, if that doesn't happen and the game kind of continues the same, we get the 3 points. I mean, overall, I'd say we were the better team. I didn't get to watch most of the game, but I'd say overall we played better, I guess you could say. So I mean, if that doesn't happen, we could easily have walked on 3 points.
Yeah, definitely think we could have walked with 3 points there. But that's been the story of our season. Yep. We should have, but we haven't done it.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but we haven't done it. We haven't really done. When's the last time we did a match recap? We didn't do one last week, did we? We did against New England, right?
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah.
We forgot to do it. We forgot to do our players, our player of the match and our match rating that we gave it. But why don't we get started with that? Also, who would you give your player of the match to? I think it's
for Montreal game.
Yeah, for Montreal.
Okay, well, I'll give it to the youngster Hopkins.
I'm gonna go with you on that one, Hopkins.
But I'll give somebody else some credit. Again, neither of us got to watch most of the game, but I watched the highlights and I watched a little bit of the replay, and I saw Barraza made some good saves too.
Yeah.
So he prevented, losing. I mean, that's what he's done all season long. He's made some great saves.
Exactly.
I'll give credit to him too, but obviously, player of the match got to be Hopkins.
Yeah, another person we can give a quick little shout out to. From watching the little bit that we did, unfortunately, this was, I think, our first ever game that we didn't actually watch.
This is the first match I haven't tuned into this season.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not true. I didn't tune into the RSL match. But yeah, you get the point.
Yeah. But from looking at the highlights, I saw Connor Antley was pretty fired up. He's doing some good things. Unfortunately, I saw he missed that one in the 6-yard.
Yeah. They put it over. Yeah.
That one, it's just a bunch of people there. It's a cluster of people. Yeah. I could see how he messed it up, but in those scenarios, we could have gotten the win from that. You could have. It's all good. I mean, it's not like we're fighting for playoff position right now. So
yeah, honestly, even Ben Teke said it in his pre-match press conference. Like, there's nothing really to fight for anymore, but just keep the spirit going, right?
Yeah, and I definitely think the main goal for the season is like that: keep the spirit going, and kind of treat it as a sort of preseason already. For next season.
Yeah,
looking at the players that you already have, René Weiler.
Yeah, that's very true. There isn't really much preseason that happens in MLS. It's just 2 or 3 fixtures at some random place in like California.
Yeah, and most of those times it's the backup player is playing.
Yeah.
So might as well test all your players that you have against A team players, starting 11 players on the other team. Might as well get that started, and I think that's what René Weiler is planning on doing, and what he is doing. Obviously we're fighting for wins, right? But we always should be fighting for wins. But we're not fighting for playoffs here. We don't really have a chance. For my match rating, I think I'm going to give it I'm just going to give it a mid 5.
Okay. I'll give it 5.5.
5.5. 5.5.
I think
most of my thing is from Jackson.
For anybody watching right now, let us know your ratings in the comments. Because again, we didn't get to watch most of it, so we want to hear what the people that did have to say. Any positives that really were taken out because all we got to really watch was the highlights.
Yeah. But congrats to Jackson Hopkins again. Like Olsen said, let us know in the comments what your match rating is, who your star players. Yeah, that's there's not much that we can talk about this game. It was just, it was mid. There was positives, there was negatives. I think René Weiler, I think Aaron Herrera needs to start, putting his head down and start, having better games. And I know it's human to have bad days, bad days and good days. But with your brand new first game, our new coach René Weiler being there and seeing that mistake happen, it's not a good look for you.
It's not. Doesn't give you the best, I guess, first impression. Even though this is not the first game René has watched, it's the first game he's coached.
Yeah, first game he's coached. So. I'm sure he's seen a lot. I'm sure he's seen, Herrera in the Gold Cup. So who knows? But yeah, that's all for me that I have in terms of that game. Do you have anything else, Olsen?
Yeah, that's really it too. But I will say it will be interesting to see how René Weiler's system, as we start to learn more about his coaching style.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. It'll really be put to the test this weekend against Miami. So we'll have to see what happens there. I won't be mad with a loss as long as we show some effort and show that we're at least, somewhat improving, even if it is insignificant.
Yeah, definitely. And, like you said, as long as we can show that we have passion and the fight, but definitely expecting a loss. I'm pretty sure we predict the 1-1 with Montreal.
Yeah, I think when we did the episode with James.
I did. I think someone predicted a 1-1.
I believe I did. I think that was me.
You did?
When we did the episode with James.
Yeah. James, if you're watching and you predicted the 1-1, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And we'll pin it. We'll pin it to give you your credit. Yeah. Inter Miami coming up on Saturday, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to be a tough one. No, I don't know. I haven't looked into the news about Messi yet, if he's going to be playing.
It's no Messi. He finally got his expected return time, whenever it's supposed to says early September, so he won't be playing at Audi Field. He somehow always finds a way to not play at Audi Field.
Sometimes. I think when did he come to Inter Miami? How long ago was it?
It was like he made his debut July of 2023.
Yeah, and
we had a game like when he was announced, like he was already announced, and we had a game at home against Miami, but Messi wasn't on the team yet. Yeah,
he played the next game, I'm pretty sure, at home in Miami.
I think it was in the Leagues Cup. I think they played Cruz Azul.
Oh yeah,
that free kick, all that good stuff.
But I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Getting tired of saying that.
Man. We haven't seen Messi play at Audi Field, and it's not, it's just, I keep saying a lot. Sorry, apologies for keep saying everyone. But last time we saw Suarez, he destroyed us when he came onto the field. I think that was his first game playing for the team. Mm-hmm. He was on the bench, and he came onto the field, and he just instantly, you just saw the difference in quality and style.
Yeah, it was 1-1. We were in the game. We had a chance. He took that all away. I mean, it wasn't really the best goals either. He chipped Alex Bono. Boom. I don't know. That was a very weird goal, but
yeah, I felt bad for Alex Bono.
You definitely see the difference in quality when MLS brings European players over to the league. Yeah. Like when you see guys like, like the guys on Miami, Suarez, Jordi Alba, Busquets, Messi, and then you've got Son going to LAFC, and I'm sure we'll see it with Thomas Muller in Vancouver. Everybody in that sort of, I guess, sense, right? That comes from Europe and goes to play here in MLS. You see the quality of it. Even if they're older, you see the difference. Definitely. And the understanding of the game.
And speaking of, players coming into teams that have that European experience, DC United finally have our first transfer rumor under René Weiler. Caden Clark, the U.S. international, who's currently playing on Montreal. He played for Leipzig, RB Leipzig, and then he also played in the academy for FC Barcelona as well. So that's what I'm talking about. That he was young, he was an academy player, but he's been coached in that European style of play, and I think that's something that René Weiler wants to have, especially where he already has the MLS experience, where he played for the Red Bulls, and now he's on Montreal. And then I believe he's an attacking midfielder. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, he did start. He started somewhere in that position when he played against us this past weekend.
And it's been confirmed from Tom Bogert. Yeah, Bogert.
Hey, I will say this: DC United latest posted about it for Tom Bogert.
DC United latest.
Go check out DC United latest.
Yeah.
Quickest news.
Latest. Yeah.
Before the biggest sources.
Exactly. Before the biggest MLS source, I feel like there is. He's like the Fabrizio Romano of MLS.
Yeah, he
basically. But like Olsen just said, check out the DC United latest Instagram. Our handle is at DC United latest. Your number one news source to get the latest, the quickest news on everything having to do with DC United. As you can see here, we just proved it. You can check the timestamps on Tom Bogert's and our accounts if you really want to. We got it down there before him. Yeah. What do you think about this move? It's not confirmed, but it's pretty close. It's gonna happen.
It's getting there. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna happen. I do like it. I like it. He can perform well. He's got that European experience. Like we said, when he played at Leipzig this couple of years, went to Red Bull, and now he's at Montreal. So yeah, I definitely think he can make an impact on the team. Right, he can sort of play in that midfield with Pirani, and everybody else. He can.
You got Pirani, Peltola in there.
I think I could definitely see him having a good partnership with Pirani and Peltola. I think that's something I do see happening. Even somebody like Peglao too.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we can see him. I could see him making an impact on this team, right?
And he's young. He's only 22 years old.
He is a young player. This could be like the future. Yeah,
he has the potential. We're back to saying this word, the potential. DC United's actually making a signing that, to me, makes sense.
Yeah,
it's a young player who's ambitious. He's coming onto a team where we've been struggling, and he can prove himself, show his worth, and become a star on this team if he puts his mind to it. Do you know what I mean? This is his best situation to come onto this team and take the spotlight. Right now Pirani has the spotlight, and Pirani's been doing great for us. But this guy comes in, attacking midfielder. If he scores some goals for us, starts showing René Weiler that he should be the starter. And he has the good chemistry with Benteke up top. He has the good chemistry with Peglao on the right. With Pirani there, with his other center mids, his center defensive mids, Peltola, Kajima, those are players that we already have. He shows that good chemistry, then boom, it's going to start working out. And that's a good piece added to the puzzle that hopefully can help DC United get better and better. Now, is he going to change our issue of being terrible? No, he's not.
But it'll bring, I'd say, definitely a better sort of energy, I guess, on the team. Right?
It'll bring energy, and then
you see a little bit more flair, more tempo. Yeah. I think he's a great fit for us. I like that we're going after a young player like this instead of some old guy from Europe. And not to discredit, like obviously, Benteke's done wonders for us, right? Like even Kleek when he was here, he was great for us. But I do like that we're looking into the future, I guess, sort of. Like if he lands here and he fits well, he plays well, and obviously we have to make more signings, but the team does better, right? He makes an impact. This could be something that goes long term, right? He can stay here.
Exactly. And I think it's also going to bring some sort of more friendly competition, which is always good in a team. Friendly competition between your players, because it makes the players work harder. They make them try. They try a lot harder to be that number one
Mhm.
and be the name or the number on the sheet that the coach calls up to be
Mhm.
the starting 11.
Yeah, exactly. That motivation to be the best.
Exactly.
It brings the best out of the players, right? When you have that competition,
Yeah.
they work as hard as they can, and they are not just competing for the spot, but also improving at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, hopefully it's basically a done deal. No official word has said that it's been done, but basically done deal.
Yes.
And
I thought we were not going to make any signings this summer, honestly.
it was seeming to be like that. And a lot of people I've looked on Reddit and on Reddit in the comment section of some of the DC United post and all the other places where they talk about DC United, and everyone's complaining and talking about how we're not signing anybody. Are we going to sign anybody? And I really truly think it has to do with René Weiler not being officially appointed yet, and the team holding off on any sales of any players or any purchases of any players because they want to give René Weiler the team before he sees what team he has. So like, let's say they sold, Pirani was given Pirani, somebody offered money for Pirani and he left. René Weiler probably could have had his, he probably was going to use Pirani in his system. With just the same with any player, So I'm glad that DC United didn't make any moves, any sales of any players, especially, or any purchases either, because you never know. The coach has a different viewpoint than the owner or the GM. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you also give him the opportunity to see what he's working with and what he can add. And like we need a lot. We need help almost everywhere, but it comes down to what exactly. Like it's not just we need somebody who's can push forward, right? It digs deeper than that, right? Like so, I think giving him the team first, seeing what he's got, and again, like you said, not selling anybody. That's crucial, right? I think typical DC United would have, like Pirani, you go up by 0.5K or something, they'll accept that immediately.
Yeah,
Typically. And there were 2 bids from that club, from that Swedish club for Pirani, weren't there?
Yeah.
2 bids?
Yeah, there were 2 bids, and they were both rejected, and they prepared. I haven't heard anything about any new bids coming out. And then we had that rumor, that not very, what's it called? What's the word? It was a very rumor. You know what I mean? It wasn't set in stone. It wasn't officially true. It was just a rumor that was heard about Benteke being, sold to the team in Poland. But let's say, who knows? Maybe the Polish team did offer something for Benteke, and DC United said no. And I'm going to give the owners or whoever decided not to do that a little shout out. That's all you're going to get from me. Because thank you for not selling players that would have helped us and before our coach got here. Because I feel like DC United last year ownership would have sold him, or when Hernan Losada was leaving, and then we had Rooney coming in.
We saw that with Ted Pietro.
Yeah,
when he got sold last year.
Ted Pietro, man, I wish we had him back here.
No, they make a bid for a little bit above his market value, and they just boom. Yeah. They didn't even consider anything. They just accept it.
And then we had didn't we have that dumb move with Matthias Click, where we traded him, we're paying for him still?
Mm-hmm. Apparently, if we sold him a few days later, we wouldn't be paying his wages.
Exactly.
He wouldn't be taking up a DP slot.
Exactly.
It's just not smart.
Not smart.
Wait. I don't know exactly the specific, but that's what I heard. You wait a few weeks or days or whatever, and then I wish he never left, but you make that sale, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. And you have a DP slot. You can go find an elite player to put in your roster, but instead we're still paying his wages, and he's still taking up that spot.
Exactly. Yeah. But now Matthias Klick is now back in Poland playing for a Polish team. After Atlanta, they exercised his option, or what was it? What was the thing that they did? What was the word that they did? What's it called? They didn't exercise his option.
They rejected.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I didn't look much into it.
Yeah, they just let him go. I forgot the word. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I think I'm having a brain fart now. But anyways, yeah, that's just some things that DC United's ownership needs to work on and do. Think smarter. Think a little bit more before you do the sale or the purchase, because that's not the only time that it's happened. I'm sure it's happened. For a fact, I know it's happened earlier on and throughout the seasons before. But yeah. That's all I have for that. So, Olsen, unless you have something.
That's all I've got to say as well. Definitely excited for the new signing. We'll see what he can bring to the team and what René will do with him, right? Because, like we said, he got to see the team first and saw what we needed. At least I hope. Bringing in the young talent, I like it.
Yeah, and well, we're gonna continue with United Chat after these sponsored messages. Hey, are you enjoying the podcast? We'd really appreciate if you check out our merch store, our DC United latest merch store. Check out the link in the description down below where you can find really cool designs and shirts, like the ones right here, and even this shirt right here that I got right here, DC United latest logo, white T-shirt. Go ahead and check us out. Anything that we make from merch sales goes directly back into the podcast, and we really appreciate any support that you guys give us.
Want to get the latest news on anything relating DC United? Give at DC United Latest a follow on Instagram. You can find all the latest transfer rumors, news, match breakdowns, everything. Hey, like I said earlier, faster than Tom Boger. Also give our podcast a follow on Instagram at UnitedWeekly_podcast. We posting clips and all that fun stuff.
If you're a fan of the DC United Latest page, DC United Latest has actually expanded, and we have created a brand new news account page called Richmond Kickers Latest. So if you're from the Richmond area or you would like watching the USL and are a fan of the Richmond Kickers, go ahead and give us a follow at Richmond Kickers Latest on Instagram, where you can get the latest news on anything having to do with the Richmond Kickers. All right, and we're back after those sponsored messages. Remember to go check out our Instagram merch page, both our Instagrams, United Weekly and DC United Latest, and check out our new Richmond Kickers Instagram. Link in bio for everything. We're back with my favorite segment,
our favorite segment,
everyone's favorite segment, United Chat. We did not have United Chat last week because we had the chat with Tony Alfaro, but I think Tony Alfaro was definitely worth not having United Chat for.
Yeah, for sure.
Again,
we got to have United Chat with Tony Alfaro.
United Chat with Tony Alfaro.
Yes, sir.
Again, Tony, thank you. I don't know if you're watching, you're probably not, but thank you for coming on to the show. We would love to have you on again to talk about your time at DC United even more. But anyways, let's get into it. We have a few questions from you guys. Unfortunately, we didn't. We've been super busy this week, so we didn't make as many posts. We didn't make any posts for the questions, but thank you to the people who actually did DM us, who DM'd the DC United Latest Instagram for your questions. You're the reason why we have United Chat. You saved us, low key.
Yes.
But yep, we apologize. We are in transition of moving, school's starting up for both of us. Classes are starting, so we appreciate everybody's patience with everything. Let's get us started. I will start. I only have, I think, Olsen, you have 2 questions, and I have 1 on my end. Yep. Let's start with, why don't we start with yours, actually?
All right. Well, I'll start with the first one. All the ones I got, both of the ones I got, they didn't want their name announced, but I will ask the question. What is one change DC United can make off the field he said something like marketing, community events, or social media that would bring fans closer to the club, like a better fan connection? I like this question.
I like this question. It's not, obviously it's not something that we should be focusing on in terms of DC United's performance. We should be focusing on performance and the wins and stuff, but something that we need to do off the field that will bring in more players. Do you know one thing I really liked that they did?
Let's hear it.
They did the specialized jerseys for June and
I do remember. That's actually one thing that did come to mind. That was big for the crucial for the Asian community.
Yeah, makes them, I love the specialized jerseys. One thing I'd bring back is we haven't done it in a while. I wish MLS did it. The numbers where we did like if it was military night or military appreciation.
That's right. I do. I
They had the
remember.
camo numbers.
Yeah,
Or I
that
think
was
they even
cool.
did what was the other one that they did?
I know they did. They did a Pride one.
A Pride. Yeah, they
Their
did
Pride month.
Pride,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then they also did what was the other one?
I don't even. I don't know. But they might have done maybe an American one.
Did they? I think that was the camo. I think they just did the camo one for.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah,
I
but
do feel
bring those back. Those were
yeah,
great.
that is cool. When they have a lot of these like fan nights, right?
Yeah.
Like you have all these different themes of the night. Like I don't remember like when they had Legacy Night. That's for the New Jersey, obviously. But like before they came out with the jerseys, that night was also, and it still was, Salvadoran Heritage Night.
Oh man, that would have looked.
Yeah.
Think about the jersey sales that would have gone if they
Dude,
implemented something.
I'm telling you, it's a brilliant marketing opportunity.
So, yeah, DC United. I think you should hire us for your marketing. Hire us for marketing and for
You know what I'm saying?
ownership.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do
So yeah,
great. Trust me.
put us there. Yeah. Hey, it can't get any worse. So
Can't get any worse, right?
might as well, give it a
Yeah,
chance.
maybe we should start a petition to put Olsen and Santi as owners or head of marketing. But yeah,
DC United Lace becomes the new official DC United account.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be crazy. I'd be cool. That'd be cool. But yeah, I definitely think that they should bring those back. The specialized jerseys. I like what they did with June and Kojima's. Salvadorian night. They could have done that.
Remember back in the day, they also like on the kids. It's something so small, but it had a lot of meaning. Like they would have the American flag on the sleeve.
Yeah.
One kit I remember it looking really good on was, I think it was like I forget what year it was. I think it was like 2012. But the third kit, where it was all red with the Volkswagen logo on it, I had the American flag on the side. That was perfect.
That red kit. We need to bring the red kit back.
I remember. I'm just kind of listing what I remember decent doing this kind of thing, but I also remember on the jerseys from like 2018, 2019, they have the coordinates.
Oh man, that's sick.
Which it's something small, but it symbolizes the city.
You know what?
Where we are.
That just gave me a thought. Remember, bring back this. I don't know about anyone else. I only know about myself. Maybe Olsen. I think we've talked about it before. Bring back the silver.
That's what I've been saying. The silver numbers on the current home kits would look insane.
It would look so clean. The silver on the badge, as simple as it was, the badge looked great. It looked so cool.
Sometimes it's the little things that make something like it looks so much greater.
Yeah,
like that silver.
Man, that black, silver, and red kit was perfection.
I'm telling you, you put it on the current home jersey, it's 10 times better.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe we can try to find a way to pitch that to the next year.
Yeah, for next year. There could be there's gonna be a new home kit next year, isn't there? Because I know normally it's 2 years.
So next year, this next season is home kit, and then the season after that will be away kit. So we'll have the soul kit next season.
Yeah.
But this bridge kit, I think it's the bridge kit that we have is this is just last season, which I like the kit, but I'm ready.
No,
I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for a new one. Ready for a change,
Yeah.
I do like it. It's clean. It's got a good design, right? Like before, it's kind of just plain black.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, the one before that was just the one I didn't like was, I think it was the 25-year anniversary one where all the teams had the same kit basically with the 3 lines right here. Do you remember that one?
I think so.
Tony Alfaro was on the team too.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Where they had the red shorts.
Yeah, I never liked those red shorts.
I don't like the red shorts. I didn't like the jersey.
I get it. It's like the black and red.
Yeah,
but I didn't really think it fitted well with the
red accents. Give us red accents, or give us a red kit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I was saying that wherever it was 2012 third kit, there's all red with the Volkswagen on. That was beautiful.
Red, black. Yeah, give us a red kit. Don't give us a red kit. Yeah, give us a red kit. But thank you to whoever sent that question in. Again, guys, if you want to send us any questions, please send it to us through DM to either the DC United Lates Instagram or the United Weekly Instagram, which is United Weekly _podcast and at DC United Latest. Or, not counting this last week, check our stories beforehand. The podcast episodes are filmed on Monday, so before Monday, there will be posts all up until filming time. Send your questions in through there. Anything you want to ask us having to do with DC United, we will answer it on the podcast. Next question that I have is, if DC United had kept one former player from the last 10 years in today's squad, who would make the biggest impact right now? I can
Last
give you
10 years.
I can give you a simple answer for that, but I'm going to let you go first, Olsen.
Acosta.
Boom. That's my answer.
Oh, exactly, yes.
Just to be different, how about this? I'll 10 years.
I will. Well, I'll give my different answer because I think that's kind of what everybody was thinking.
Yeah.
It was also from the 2018 squad, Titi Rodriguez.
Titi Rodriguez.
He was brilliant. Or Leo Hara. Remember Leo Hara?
Oh man, he was that was the rule. Never. He was lone. He was a lone player, right?
Yeah, that's right. He was lone. Yeah.
Never fall in love with the lone player. And man, we fell in love because he was great.
Yeah. He was so good.
He was really good for us. But yeah, that's what I would say. I would say Acosta. Titi Rodriguez is a good answer. Leo Hara, another good answer. Why not throw in Wayne Rooney in there?
Yeah, why not? If Wayne Rooney didn't get fat, he probably could still be good.
Yeah. Bro, have you seen like the clip where Wayne Rooney is Ronaldo is older than Wayne Rooney, and Wayne Rooney's been retired? I think Ronaldo started his career before Wayne Rooney did, and Wayne Rooney retired before Ronaldo.
He did a pretty short-lived career, but he had a long-lasting legacy still.
Yeah.
On all the clubs he plays for and DC.
Yeah, one of the best in the world, Wayne Rooney.
I'll give one more player.
Go ahead.
I'll give a recent one. We all kind of know the situation. I won't get into that, but Taxi Funtas. The way the whole situation went down, it was so sickening. I won't get into the details. I think we all know.
We don't got to get into it, but in terms of
amazing.
A player, in terms of his skill level and how who he is as a player, like on the field, that man was great. He scored goals. He saved the season for us. And he was the star. And to think what could have been if Taxi Fuentes would still be on the team, because I'm pretty sure I've seen some clips. I think he's still balling over where he's playing. I don't know where he's exactly. Is he playing?
He might be. I think he's playing in Greece still.
He might still be back. He might still be in Greece, but he's balling. He's going crazy. And I know we have some fans, some viewers of ours really like Taxi Fuentes. Obviously, our podcast isn't about getting in onto all that political stuff, right? Or not political stuff, but like stuff like that. We just want to talk about soccer. And in terms of a soccer player, he was great.
Yeah, one of the best.
Yeah, but I definitely think he'd actually be really good with René Weiler. I feel like
he would do good with this current current squad, current coach.
Because he's that player that we've talked about in past episodes, where we need Benteke. Benteke can help us up top with the headers, with the crosses, and Taxi Fuentes is going to score those goals. He's going to
be the technical player.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you to that was another anonymous question. I think all of our questions today this time are anonymous. Yeah. But if you do not want us to shout your name out on the podcast, just send us in the DM, or whenever you send a question, just say and put quotes anonymous, or don't use my name, just like that. So, but thank you to whoever, to the person that sent that question in. Olsen, I think we have one more question.
Yep, that is correct. So last question, do you think the team should focus more on building a core of players with MLS experience, or take risks on young international signings? So I guess players from Europe or South America.
I'm going young international.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. MLS is kind of a different style of play. Obviously, both could work, right? But I think I've definitely, agree with you. Definitely leaning much more towards the international players because we've seen it. We've gotten players from Europe, Brazil, like with Brazil with Peglal and Pirani, of course, and just having sort of those different styles of play combined into one team. I definitely like it much more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good to have seasoned or MLS players who have that MLS experience, but
everything you need to have everything, right?
yeah, but
You can't have one or the other. You gotta have
with René Weiler, let's bring that European style of play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring that European mindset into DC, and we might as well just test it out because, like, we're already bad. We might as well bring in flair, and then who knows? Maybe it works, right? So that's my answer to the question. Thank you to whoever sent that question in. I was at another anonymous one.
Yeah, it was another anonymous. All of our questions were anonymous this week.
Yeah. Well, thank you to that concludes United Chat. Thank you to everybody who sent us a question. Again, apologies for not posting on our stories about it. But now it is time for Olsen's MLS rundown. Olsen, you get ready to get us started on the MLS rundown?
Yes, sir. I just pulled up the table.
Perfect. Let's get it started.
Right. We'll start with the Eastern Conference. First place, new team in first place, FC Cincinnati is at the top.
DC United beat them. We beat them by the
way. That's so funny. That's our last.
So technically, that means we're in first, right?
Yep. That means we're better than Cincinnati. So boom.
We're better.
Yep. But after them is Philadelphia, who was the previous first place team, and they've gotten overtaken. And you've got Nashville. It's the same kind of teams have been in the top 3 or 4. Then you've got Orlando.
Nashville recently just lost to New York City, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think
you've got Orlando, Miami, who we've got coming up this weekend, Columbus, Charlotte, NYCFC, Chicago, rounding out the playoffs. And then out of the playoffs, it's still the same team as before. Red Bull, New England, Toronto, Atlanta, Montreal, and dead last. DC United.
Also, I didn't think we were going to have to do it. I didn't think we were actually going to get last.
Yeah, and with LA Galaxy getting their form back, we might be last in the whole MLS. Wooden spoon, yeah. At least we can say we won something.
Yeah, but that means we lose. We got to do a forfeit, so check that. Get ready for that episode coming out. I don't know if we'll make it a part of the podcast episode, or we'll just make it a separate video. But we have a little bit of time for that. Maybe DC United can make us not have to do a forfeit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see come October. But on to the Western Conference. I'll start from the bottom this time.
Bottom. Ooh, switching it up.
Yeah, switching it up this time. Bottom, LA Galaxy, we just talked about it. They're 4 points below. It's the only team below DC at the moment. Then the rest of the teams that are not in the playoffs as of right now, St. Louis, Sporting KC, Houston, Dallas, and RSL. The 2 wildcard spots, Austin, San Jose, and then currently in the playoffs, top 7, Colorado, Portland, LAFC, Seattle, and then the top 3 has sort of stayed the same. You got San Diego, Minnesota, and Vancouver, who just picked up Thomas Muller. So, I think he made his debut this past weekend. I didn't get to see it.
He did, and he almost scored, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, apparently he did well. So definitely exciting to see what he can do over there.
It'd be nice to see him when they come to play, when we play against them, if we ever do.
Yeah.
We play Vancouver?
No, we don't play them this year. Probably next year, maybe. We haven't played them since 2023.
Yeah, it's been a while. So maybe we'll see him in Audi. That'd be pretty cool to see Thomas.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Legend status right there.
Surprised he didn't go to Inter Miami.
Me too. It's a miracle that a big European player didn't go to Miami. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to see that kind of spread. So you see Son going to LAFC as well. And nobody's going to the same, Miami.
Yeah. All right. Does that conclude the MLS rundown, or is that?
No, that is it. MLS rundown is done.
That's Olsen's MLS rundown. And that's going to conclude episode 6 of United Weekly, the United Weekly podcast, a podcast brought to you by DC United Latest. Thank you, everybody who watched. I'm sorry if this episode was a little boring or anything. There wasn't a lot to talk about other than the rumor signing of it, and we've been busy, so we weren't able to prep as much as we normally do.
Yeah, I say we didn't get as much of an analysis on the match, so we do apologize for that. We just both of us we've just again been busy moving in and out, so classes starting. We weren't able to do it this time, but we will be. I believe I don't know about Santi, but I will be at the DC United versus Inter Miami match on Saturday. So yeah,
I should be there. It depends. Just got to move some things around, but I should be there. I'm normally there at every home game. But yeah, we'll see from there. Thank you everybody who's watched. Olsen, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'll just say we'll be a little bit more prepared for next episode. Just again, kind of like we both said, been busy, life piling up. This happens sometimes, but
it's the beginning.
But we're still trying our best for you guys to make this an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is all I've got. We'll see you all next week. It should be an in-person episode, so stay on the lookout for more information.
In-person episode, and look out for our first ever live episode where we'll be doing a live stream. I don't know if we'll do the in-person episode plus the live stream. We may do them separately, and then maybe we'll do one together. But we just got to work some things out. Like Olsen said, we're getting busy, but trust me, we are going to keep doing this podcast. This is something that we've dedicated we're dedicating our time to, because we truly, I really love running the DC United latest Instagram. Olsen and I love doing this podcast, and then we've just started doing the Richmond Kickers latest account, where hopefully that kicks off pretty well. We've gotten a pretty good following from there, so thank you everybody who's followed from there, from the Richmond community, anywhere else and in the world. But yeah, thank you for everything so far. We'll see you guys on next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.